Hi there. As promised, we need to explore a little bit more about credit lines to afford your initials and your variations. So the key here is the broker. The broker is an entity dedicated to brokerage or a bank who has a brokerage department who would take care of our LME transactions. In that sense, when we open an account with a broker, it's very important, first of all, to understand whether our operations are going to be LME cleared and to make it simpler, it is because our transactions are inserted into the clear system, which implies the LME guarantee. That is one venue. The other one is an OTC over-the-counter transaction with a broker. Okay, so let's explore before transactions with the LME guarantee. So the system requests for any trades to pay to have initial margins. And as I said, at the end of the day, if you have an open position and you are into a loss, accurate loss, which is not realized, just accurate, because you bought and the price went down and you have a loss, you have to pay variation margins. Okay, that amount of money is going to the system. So in other words, the broker might give you two credit lines, one to afford initials and the other one to afford the variations. But what happens? In order to get a credit line, you need to be qualified to get a credit line. You have to have enough equity, and also you have to show how much you would trade in order to evaluate the size of the credit line. So as soon as you go through all of that, you may apply to a credit line. So what happens? At the end of the day, the broker uses his own money to afford that money you have to deposit both as initial and variation. So that means that in the end of the month, you're going to be charged interest rate for the use of said credit lines. Anyway, it's worth to have it because you won't need to use your own working capital for those transactions. You're going to have money for your daily transactions, not to be blocked or freeze for the use of credit lines. But if you need, you should do that. If you need to guarantee the credit line, you can do that with the bonds, you can do that with the T-bills or any other equity which would be acceptable to the broker, so you don't lose the value of the money. But normally the best thing would be to have a non-secure credit lines for you and not to use your own either equities or bonds, of course, money. So once again, request your credit line to your broker. That is one of the reasons you should have more than one. We continue next time. Thank you.